There you go, bub. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WVRC 104.7 FM's live coverage of Roane County High School and Calhoun County High School softball action. We welcome you this evening from the Roane County High School softball complex on the Lick Fork side of Roane County High School as we prepare for this single game in the Little Canal Conference featuring the cross-county rivals of Roane County and Calhoun County High School. Calhoun County winless early in the season, looking for that first victory. For Roane County, won their first two contests, followed up by the loss last night at the Sumor Sports Complex in Glenville, West Virginia. A very good battle in the Little Canal Conference in the Eastern Division. Roane County falling 11-9 in that one, looking to get back on the winning side of things. Glad you could join us here on WVRC 104.7 FM, WVRCFM.com, streaming audio. And as long as we've got service, we'll get you on Facebook Live. Andrew Miller, alongside my partner Matt White. Katie Nutter is on the camera. We've got Joe McDonald from A&M Digital Technologies once again with us to try to keep us on air with the graphics, the instant replays, and the score on our Facebook feed. George Allen is our studio technician back at WVRC Control. It's an overcast sky and much different than it was yesterday, Matt. It was beautiful 65 and sunny, and now we've got some cold weather, some breezes, and even some rain in the forecast later this evening.
No, it's the classic week of West Virginia weather when you can get all four seasons in the same week. Beautiful day yesterday. Far cry from that here this evening. Very, very chilly. Expect temperatures to be into the low 40s by the end of this ball game, but expect some good action. We've been trying to get this game in. This is the third go of it. The original last Thursday contest with Calhoun was postponed until Wednesday. Then we had to deal with tornado watches in the area. So here we are Friday. It's a chilly day, but we're going to try to get some games in, and we'll be excited to see what these ladies have to bring to the table. One thing I've noticed right off the bat that I like so much, Roane County's program has been so good for the last few years, and we always have numbers. That was something that Calhoun struggled with the last couple of years is numbers. This year, that's a whole dugout full. When we played them over at Mount Zion last season, they had 10 on the entire roster. They've got they had, I believe, over 20 that actually came out and actually had to cut a couple because of, limited amount of jerseys. But, great to see them out here. They've got 14, 15 on the roster, so that's a great plus for this team. And I expect them to come along as this season progresses.
Well, we know there's athletes over there at Mount Zion. A lot of basketball players signing up and playing softball this year. You'll hear a couple of those names. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. First off, for Calhoun County, leading off today, and behind home plate will be the catcher, Madison Westfall. Batting second out in left, Jordan Hall. Batting third at shortstop, Carly Garrett. The cleanup hitter and the pitcher today is Abby Waldron. Batting fifth and playing third base, Chelsea McCumbers. Batting sixth at second is Summer Parsons. Batting seventh out in right field, Marley Hall. Batting eighth and at first will be Lauren Schoolcraft. And batting ninth out in center field is Lauren Lovejoy. For Roane County, Piper Harlan will lead off. She'll be out in right field. Batting second, the center fielder, Carly Greathouse. Batting third, shortstop Cadence Steele. Cleanup hitter, the first baseman, Lacey Mitchell. Batting fifth, behind home plate, the catcher, Katie Young. Batting sixth, the battery mate, the pitcher, Mahaley Nicholson. Batting seventh, Michaela Boatwright. She'll be at third. Batting eighth, Callie Williams, the second baseman. And rounding out the starting lineup for Roane County at left field, and batting ninth is Fair Smelko. Officials, umpires, and bases umpire at the home plate meeting with the head coaches of both teams. While that happens, we'll take a breather for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch here from the Roane County High School softball complex, Roane County and Calhoun County in lady softball action after this. Just hold with us, George. There's no anthem or anything, so it won't be too long. No anthem? No.
I saw Toby roaming around here somewhere. I don't know if he's going to come to anything or not. I saw him pull in there a little bit ago.
Toby.
I haven't seen him.
It's
not a whole lot better up here, honestly.
Tomorrow's going to be the doozy. I said, if we survive tonight, this will get us ready for tomorrow.
All right, George, we're ready to go when you are.
Because Ravenswood and Tucker County are playing at noon.
Are they?
So if Tucker County can't get here.
We welcome you back inside the softball complex here on the Lick Fork side of Roane County High School. Single game in the Little Canal Conference featuring the Roane County Lady Raiders and the Calhoun County Lady Red Devils. In the top of the first inning, Roane County taking the field. Let's take a look at the defense of the Lady Raiders. Pitching today in the center circle will be Mahaley Nicholson. Battery mate is Katie Young. At first is Lacey Mitchell. Callie Williams at second. Caden Steele at shortstop. Michaela Boatwright at third. Ferris Melko out in left. Carly Greathouse in center. And over in right field is Piper Harlan. The wind blowing here straight across from right to left field at the moment. I'm sure it will be whipping around as we've got some overcast skies. Very chilly evening here for this single game. In the top of the first inning for the Calhoun County Lady Red Devils, hitters 1, 2, and 3 in the order. The catcher, Madison Westfall, followed by left fielder Jordan Hall, and then the shortstop, Carly Garrett, hitters 1, 2, and 3 in the order. Roane County in the maroon jerseys with charcoal gray sleeves. They've got black numbers and letters. I'm glad I know who these girls are because I would not be able to read anything on those jerseys. They've got gray pants with a thick piping of black down the side. For Calhoun County, it is all black jerseys and pants trimmed out with some white And they've got Calhoun written in script across the front of the chest in all capital letters. Or sorry, in script. That's not capital. Trimmed out in white. I'll get it one of these days. Ready to go here as Nicholson has finished off her warm-up pitches. Into the right side of the batter's box comes Westfall. Hold on, home plate umpire checking to make sure he's got plenty of softballs, and we are ready for the first pitch of the evening. Nicholson coming off that 13 strikeout performance last night. Toes the rubber, and we are underway here from Roane County High School. First pitch, off speed, Westfall swung on and missed.
And even with this chilly evening, you look around, you see who's not wearing sleeves. Katie Young behind the plate?
Of course not.
Not a bit.
Swinging a miss, by Westfall on the second opportunity. A quick 0-2 advantage for Nicholson. And you got to be a different type of human being to be a catcher.
Yeah, Smelko out there in left and Harlan in right without the sleeves as well. So it's a competition who's the toughest.
Nicholson rocks and fires. Healthy cut. Westfall smacks it back against the cage. Stays alive for another pitch. Again, Roane County 2-1 now on the season. Won their first two games over Lewis County and Braxton County. Fell last night to Gilmer. 0-2 pitch, inside corner. Did that foul off the bat and the fingertips of Westfall? I believe so.
Well, it definitely got some hand. You can see her shaking that one out. That's tough, especially when it's so cold out. You take, oh man, that's got to sting bad.
Yeah. You take one off any body part in 45-degree weather, it's not going to feel good. Still 0-2 the counts. Next opportunity off speed. Westfall out in front. And Nicholson picks right up where she left off last night with strikeouts. Recording number 1 here tonight, 13 last night. Unfortunately for Nicholson, she also walked 8 batters against Gilmer County.
Yeah, it was a fun back and forth game last night, but it was a bit of a roller coaster for Nicholson. We'll see how she settles in here this evening.
Left fielder Jordan Hall steps in and immediately steps closer as that one goes behind the feet of the batter. 1-0 the count here in the top of the first inning. Roane County, Calhoun County in softball action. 1-0 pitch, late swing by Hall.
Now, this is going to be a test of conditions here this evening because tomorrow with that doubleheader, it's going to be even nastier. A lot of snow in the forecast for the morning. We'll be lucky if we can even get those games in.
And may have to determine tonight what our next stance is. Swing and a miss again. Right down the middle goes Nicholson. First couple of batters, though, for Calhoun County. Aggressive at the plate, swinging at strikes. 1-2 to Hall. On deck is the shortstop, Carly Garrett. Squaring to bunt, popping it up down the first baseline side in foul territory. And we'll reset at 1-2.
And with all the unfavorable conditions here as of late, you can see each one of the baselines in front of the dugouts are still a little bit wet. And you can see we're first and third down each line where the dirt has been worked over pretty good, trying to level out this surface.
Yeah, they have a tarp here, and they had the tarp on, but around the corner areas it seeped underneath that tarp. That was just so much rain at one point.
There's not a whole lot you can do.
1-2 pitch. Not a whole lot could be done with that one, but a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for the sophomore Mahaley Nicholson. 2 up, 2 down, and we move to batter number 3, Carly Garrett, the shortstop. First pitch to Garrett. Boy, I tell you, they are swinging heavy, are the Calhoun County Lady Red Devils. 0-1 on the miss, though. Lady Raiders looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first here. No score. Next pitch popped up high in foul territory, first baseline. And the count 0-2.
And in the drink over in the right side.
We've seen a lot over there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off speed, missing upstairs. 1-2 the count to Garrett.
And that ball might be lost. The water's up a little bit, and it's rolling pretty quickly.
Nicholson rocks and fires. Called strike on the inside corner. And 3 up, 3 down, 3 straight strikeouts for the sophomore, Mahaley Nicholson. No score after a half inning. Bottom of the first, Roane County to the plate after this. What the heck? Couldn't get that thing to work.
Fingers are frozen.
Yeah. Moving into the bottom of the first, no score here. Roane County and Calhoun County. Single game in the LKC Conference. A 1-2-3. Top of the first for Mahaley Nicholson. 3 straight strikeouts for the sophomore to begin the game. So we move to the bottom of the first. 1-2-3 coming up for Roane County. Piper Harlan, followed by Carly Greathouse, and then Cadence Steele. And if you look at the statistics early in the season for these batters, exactly what we would expect. Lots of good batting averages and lots of extra base hits here already for Piper Harlan, a 400 hitter on the season. She's got 3 RBIs, 3 triples, and 4 runs scored on the early part of the season.
Now we'll see if those hitters 1 through 4 come out a little angry after the game they had last night. It was a struggle at the top of the order for Roane County. What was it, a combined 3 for 16? Very uncharacteristic for those ladies. I mean, like you said, I mean, you can just look at the averages right there. So that was that game last night, to me, a bit of an anomaly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, when we talk about these Roane County hitters, the top of the order, they see fast pitching a lot. They like fast pitching. And so yesterday you had an off-speed pitcher in Kara Ferguson, and they really struggled staying back on those pitches. If you see today, the pitcher here, Abby Waldron, is not a fast pitcher either, so they're going to have to adjust to the speed difference. Setting the defense for Calhoun County, Waldron in the pitcher's circle. Her battery mate, the catcher, is Madison Westfall. Lauren Schoolcraft over at first. Summer Parsons at second. Carly Garrett at short. Chelsea McCumbers at third. Out in left field, Jordan Hall. Lauren Lovejoy is out in center field. And Marley Hall in right field. Bit of an issue with the catcher's mask right now for Westfall. That is the holdup here at the moment. I think we've got it fixed. Hopefully. So we're ready to go now. It looks to me like we've got a new catcher right now. We had originally listed, Matt, the catcher to be Madison Westfall. Instead, it looks as if Emily Dennison, number 19, is behind the plate. So I don't know what that's done to the rest of the order, but we'll check it as we go.
Westfall was the one that took that shot off the finger as the leadoff batter, so that could be the reason for the switch up.
First pitch from Waldron. Inside corner called, strike to Harlan. Piper squaring to bunt. She'll lay one down. Waldron out of the crouch quickly and across to first base to Schoolcraft for out number 1. It was a nicely laid bunt, but a tremendous play by Waldron.
Yeah, good reaction. Out of the circle, jumped up and got that one. Calhoun's game last night with Webster County was a defensive battle. It was 0-0 going into the 6th inning before Webster County finally pulled that one out.
Greathouse up to the plate, the center fielder, 444 hitter, 2 doubles, an RBI, and a run scored this year. Again, these statistics just reflect 3 played games so far. 2-0 the count as Waldron misses low. Greathouse squares the bunt, backs off, and looks at the third straight out of the strike zone. Caden Steele on deck for Roane County. The 3-0 pitch from Waldron, and that one finds the mark. Grittiness from the pitcher so far. 3-1 pitch down the middle. That one's ripped right at the shortstop, in and out of the glove of Garrett. Such a hard hit shot. That one got on Garrett very fast.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that was, could have been a sure out. But like you said, that ball's hit very hard. Cold weather, it's tough to get your grip around that ball.
Shortstop Caden Steele, as they'll send Greathouse sliding safely into second, no throw. Steele, a 455 hitter early in the season, an RBI, a double, and 6 runs scored for this Lady Raider team. That leads all players. 1-0 pitch, ground ball towards the third baseman, gobbled up, and then it comes out of the bare hand of McCumbers. Again, a great play defensively, but as she transferred it into the throwing hand, it just popped right up out. And safe at first is Steele.
And we'll see with the slow delivery from the pitching circle if Roane County tries to take advantage on the base paths, if we can get some bodies moving quickly.
Lacey Mitchell up to the plate, the 250 hitter at the cleanup position this year. Pair of RBIs, a solo home run, and 3 runs scored. She was 0 for 3 yesterday, but she was on base twice due to fielders' choices. So it wasn't as if she wasn't hitting the ball. 1-1 the count after a foul ball from Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell's been seeing the ball so well since the second half of last season. Just great to see the development there.
You can see how far she is choked up on that bat. And a 2-1 count right now. Bottom of the first, no score. Lady Raiders with a pair of base runners aboard first and second and 1 out. Next pitch, ground ball chopped towards third, and that one trickles foul.
Again, that's the adjustment of the slower pitch. See her getting out in front of that one too much and getting over top of the ball. Just be a little bit more patient and just wait for that one to come into you.
2-2 the count. Waldron rocks and fires inside corner, turned on and ripped foul down the third base side. Giving chase for a second was Jordan Hall, and that one goes over the foul fence.
Yeah, really good contact on that one. Like I said, just a little bit out in front.
Cal holds it 2-2.
Caused that one to hook down the left field line.
Another 2-2 pitch. Ooh, that one just missed, and Waldron wanted it too.
That looked pretty close. Maybe just a little bit high, but, man, that was a nice pitch.
Full count now to Mitchell. And the payoff pitch going to get away from Waldron that time. And that will send Mitchell to first on the base on balls. Bases now loaded. And let's just hope that Katie Young is still feeling it from yesterday.
Boy, she, on 3 separate occasions, really gave the ball a ride out into right center field. One bouncing off the wall. One was caught right at the warning track.
First pitch from Waldron to Young. One hops the catcher. 1-0 the count. Young 3 for 4, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs yesterday. She's 444 with 6 RBIs to lead the team. Pair of doubles and a triple this year. Waldron missing on the inside next time. 2-0 the count. Bottom of 1 3 up, 3 down for Calhoun in the top half of the inning. Bases loaded with 1 out for the Lady Raiders here. The pitch, this one ripped into the gap between short and third. 1 run will score. They're going to send Steele around to score. And over to third goes Mitchell. And Roane County strikes first as Katie Young continues to mash here in the last couple of days.
Well, you can see they're playing in left field for a pull, expecting that ball to go deep down the line. Left fielder playing way close to the, over there to the chalk.
So Roane County takes the lead first inning here, 2-0 with 1 out. Runners at the corners. Pinch runner for Katie Young. Is that Greathouse again? I believe so. As Mahaley Nicholson steps in, check this out. 700 batting average early in the year. 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a triple.
I believe last night she was, 3 for 4 in that ball game?
Something like
3
that.
3 RBIs.
Plate umpire writing it down in his book. His hands aren't working very well either in the cold.
Somebody get that man some hot hands. The officials got to tough it out here in the elements too.
Absolutely. Imagine on this pitch you're going to see Greathouse move to second. Waldron into the windup. The pitch in there for strike 1, and there goes Greathouse with no throw. Ducks on the pond here for Nicholson. Chance to add to her RBIs. 0-1 pitch inside and low. Good stop behind the plate by Dennison. One offering down the middle, and that one is ripped down the line at third. Mitchell trots home. Here comes Greathouse around to score, and Nicholson heading into second with a stand-up RBI double. I was getting ready to say 2 RBIs. I looked down there, and it looked like Greathouse had maybe missed the third base bag, and very wisely, she got called back to third, and she took off back to third base. So
Yeah,
1
sure.
RBI versus 2.
I was kind of worried about that as she rounded. I couldn't quite tell, but just to be on the safe side, base coach there, Kevin Gaughan, says, let's get back here and not risk giving them a cheap out.
Absolutely. That's the 3rd double already early in the season for Mahaley Nicholson. So she is swinging the bat very, very well here early in the season. Michaela Boatwright also swinging well. 444 average, 3 RBIs. That's second on the team. And a run scored for the third baseman. Pinch runner, Lexi Burdett out there at second base for the pitcher, Nicholson. Still here in the bottom of the first inning. Roane County leads 3-0. Still just 1 out on the scoreboard. Waldron rocks and fires over the middle for strike 1.
I feel like Waldron's had some pretty decent movement on her pitches, here early in this ball game.
You see her trying to work inside, outside as well.
Yeah, the velocity is a little bit, quite a bit slower than what Roane County's used to seeing. So, if you can maybe take advantage of that, you just got to locate those corners.
Waldron, you can tell when she thinks she's gotten a strike.
It looked to me like she got one there too, but
a little bit upstairs, says the home plate umpire. 2-1 the count to Boatwright. Next pitch chopped towards the third baseman. This is going to be a difficult play. Going home with it, not in time. I like the idea from McCumbers, but Greathouse on her wheels gets there before the throw. And a fielder's choice, RBI for Michaela Boatwright.
yeah, I like the aggressiveness on the base pass too to take off in that situation for Greathouse, and knowing that it's not a force out, so it's going to have to be a perfect throw and a perfect tag, and able to get that one down. So.
Callie Williams steps in, looks on the first pitch upstairs. Boatwright heads to second. So the lead now 4-0. Runners on second and third. Williams 444 as well this year. She's got a double and 2 runs scored. She'll chop this one foul third base side, 1-1. Obviously, Williams, towards the bottom of the lineup, has speed and bunting abilities.
Yeah, she showed a lot of that at the end of last season.
Swings and misses at the outside pitch. 1-2. And you mentioned Waldron moving the softball back and forth, in and out.
Yeah, you just change the eye level of the hitter.
Here's one bunted right back to the pitcher. And I think they're going to call. Yep, they're going to call Williams out. She was across the batter's box when that happened, so she is called out on the bunt. I think she may have been thrown out anyway, Matt. Did you see?
Yeah.
Was there a foot pulled or?
No, I mean the throw down to the first base side was good. I think that was going to be an out anyway, but unfortunately that moves the runners back to second and third because of the violation there at the plate.
Yeah, you look over there, that before the foot was pulled, it was going to be an out anyway. Thankful to Joe McDonald for our instant replays. So batter interference is the call. 2 outs now. And the number 9 hitter, Fair Smelko, the freshman, 375 hitter, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. And she looks at a couple of balls. 2-1 the count.
2 outs here, bottom of the first. Roane County with a 4-0 lead, looking to add to that.
Smelko the foul tip on the next offering. High fastball from Waldron. 2-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first now. Burdett's on third. And Boatwright out at second. The 2-2 pitch. Smelko chops this one towards the second baseman. Knocked down, thrown to first. And not in time as Smelko beats the throw. Summer Parsons, the second baseman, did a good job of knocking it down, but couldn't pull it off of the dirt in time.
Yeah, and great hustle down the line by Smelko to leg that one out. Gives Roane County a 5-0 lead, 2 outs, bottom of the first.
Top of the order for Roane County again, Piper Harlan. Looks on at one upstairs. Harlan squared to bunt, was thrown out by Waldron in the inning. The 1-0 pitch down the middle. That one's laced out into shallow center field. That drops in. That will score 2 runs. Now it gets away. Harlan rounding second. She's going to head for third. She's got the wheels, and she will stop over at third base. So we'll give her a 2 RBI double, and then the ball getting by will send her over to third.
Yeah, good job, just squared up on that one. A rip shot nearly straightaway centered.
Roane County's inning continues here with 2 outs. We like these 2-out rallies for sure. 7-0 Roane County. Carly Greathouse, strike 1 for her second at bat here in the inning. Reached on an error the first time. Next pitch hits the plate. 1-1 to Greathouse. Reached on an error and scored on the 2 RBI single by Katie Young. 1-1 offering from Waldron, missing low. Count moves to 2-1. It'll be Waldron, McCumbers, and Parsons to lead it off for Calhoun in the top half of the second. Next pitch, ripped down the line at third and touched foul by McCumbers. She's been tested over there, Matt, here in the first inning.
Yeah, the left side of your defense is going to be whenever you've got the less velocity coming from the pitching. You're going to have a tendency to pull that ball, and that has been the case so far here in this game.
Next pitch offered low and inside. 2-2 to Greathouse. 7-0 Roane County. Runner on third with 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Next pitch ripped straight center field, and that one got on the center fielder Lauren Lovejoy quickly. She was able to get down quickly and grab it out of the sky for out number 3. Damage, though, for the Lady Raiders in the bottom of the first. 7 runs scored after 1. That is your lead, 7-0 Roane County. Top of the second after this.
Bo at third.
Who's out in left?
Afton's at first.
Okay. And we welcome you back to the Roane County High School Lady Raider softball complex. After one inning of play, Roane County striking big in the bottom of the first. They lead it 7-0. 7 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors defensively for Calhoun County, and 1 left on base. And we have got some significant changes for Roane County defensively here. Braylon Bowe will check in immediately to play third base. She will replace Boatwright. Afton Wilson coming in to play at first base, and she'll replace Lexi Mitchell. You look behind the plate, it's a freshman catcher, Lexi Burdett, replacing Katie Young. You still have Smelko out in left, Greathouse in center, and Harlan out in right. And I believe that's all the changes, Matt. Is that correct?
Looks that way.
Double checking. Again, I can't see numbers because it's black on dark maroon, and that's it for me.
Still Steele and Williams in the middle.
Okay, so those are the changes. Bowe at third, Wilson at first, Burdett behind the plate for Roane County. Mahaley Nicholson ready to go to work here in the second inning. She struck out the side in the top of the first. This time it will be pitcher Abby Waldron, followed by the third baseman Chelsea McCumbers and second baseman Summer Parsons. And
waiting on the umpire to write the stuff down again.
His hands are frozen.
That's the problem with so many changes that early in a ball game. Officials have to make sure that everybody's accounted for, and I think he's over here on the cage trying to block the wind as well to keep the paper from flying out of his hand.
And you'd think up here in the booth we'd be shielded from the weather. No, it is whipping around up in here too. Thank goodness Joe McDonald decided to bring a hoodie and a beanie for the head.
It's a smart move.
Our camera person over there, Katie Nutter, she's got the old quarter pull hoodie. Myself with the 1987 Roane jacket given to me by former head coach for basketball, Greg Alfred. Talk about a history lesson, huh? Top of the second we go. Waldron digs in right side of the batter's box. First pitch called. Strike on the outside corner. Good frame job by the freshman Burdett.
Yeah, that was all frame job. That one seemed to me like it was a little bit on the outside. We'll take it if we can get it.
Inside corner pitch. Skied high over at third base in foul territory. Braylon Bowe coming over and making the grab. So Bowe checks in and immediately makes something happen. Waldron frustrated because she got underneath that one. She did have good clean contact, just dropped that back shoulder a little bit. You lace that one out, Matt. That one's down the line for extra bases. In steps McCumbers, swing and a miss at the first opportunity. 0-1 the count. And if you're Coach Sam Salvucci, we know that Katie Young is gone next year. You need to get some time behind the plate for another catcher. McCumbers rips one foul opposite field. That one goes out of play. So you get the freshman Burdett a chance behind the plate because she may be the battery mate for the next 2 years after this. And she was going to see the same arm.
Well, she saw this arm a couple years ago at the middle school level.
Nicholson missing low and inside. 1-2 to McCumbers.
I'll tell this one on. It's a fun story. Carly Brohard was telling me, she was the coach at the middle school at the time, that Burdett was a little bit scared, a little bit timid of the ball. So she said, all right, put the catcher's gear on. You won't get hurt that way, and then just let Mahaley just throw the ball at her.
And that's what Mahaley just did.
Just to get her used to it. And lo and behold, she loved playing catcher, so there you go.
It's worked out already. Fourth strikeout of the ball game for Mahaley Nicholson as she gets McCumber swinging. Next pitch, ripped down the line at first, and standing on the bag was Afton Wilson when the ball got to her. So Summer Parsons one swing, and we're 3 up, 3 down for the second straight inning in the top of the second. Roane County leading after 1.5, 7-0. Lady Raiders to the plate after this. Moving into the bottom of inning number 2, Roane County leading Calhoun County 7-0. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for Mahaley Nicholson and the defense. The first inning was 3 strikeouts. This time, 3 different ways. A pop fly out from Waldron to Bo at third, a strikeout by Nicholson, and an unassisted ground out for the first baseman, Afton Wilson. 3-up, 3-down. We move to the bottom of the second. We've got Cadence Steele, and I assume it's a wholesale substitution. So Lacey Mitchell was scheduled to bat. It will be Afton Wilson, followed by Katie Young's replacement, Lexi Burdett. And we're even going to dip into Roane County's bench a little bit more here.
It's going to be Emily Casto up to plate.
Thank you so much. So Emily Casto, the freshman, will get the at-bat here in place of Cadence Steele. I don't know if this is just a offense-defense substitution. We'll find out in the next half inning. So Coach Salvucci making it difficult on me with a pen. I can't erase things.
Handy's making it difficult on the home plate ump as well.
Absolutely.
That poor guy is going to have carpal tunnel by the end of this game.
So Castro, the freshman, digs in against Waldron. First pitch missing low, 1-0 the counts. Roane County leading 7-0 in the bottom of the second. Next pitch just missing inside. 2-0. You mentioned, though, Matt, in that first inning, it wasn't as if Waldron was throwing wild pitches everywhere. She was throwing strikes inside, outside corner. And there's another one. And that is a maturation process from last year to this year. I remember seeing her just one time in relief, and she was struggling to find the strike zone last year. So obviously she's put in some work.
Yeah, that's a process. And like you said, I mean, throughout the season, the arm strength will come along. I mean, Waldron's a young player, and there's a lot of potential, honestly, with this Calhoun lineup, and you got to get more experience and get more playing time, as they've been lacking a little bit at the middle school levels, and you go up through the little league levels, and you kind of have that couple-year break. It makes a big difference.
Here's Afton Wilson wasting 0 time. She took a swing at the first pitch, the inside corner fastball, and Wilson rips it up the gut for the single. That will advance Casto out to second. So runners on first and second in the bottom of this second inning. Lexi Burdett checking in for the first time at the plate. First pitch, that one opposite field, jacked in the gap into left center field. That one is going to almost get to the wall. 1 run will score. They're going to send Wilson around. And how about the freshman, Lexi Burdett? 1 pitch is all it took, and she ripped it opposite field for the 2 RBI double.
Yeah, just a great job just laying back on that pitch, waited for it nicely, and just drove it into the gap. Great way to start early season freshman year.
And that was very fun to see. So I'm trying to get caught up on all this. Burdett. As Mahaley Nicholson at the plate. She'll rip at one. This one shallow left field. That one will drop in. Burdett heading around to score. And in with a double for the second straight time is Mahaley Nicholson. That is another RBI double, and she now has 4 doubles on the season.
It was a good job. Didn't get all of that one. May have been under it a little bit, but it fell nicely over top of the shortstop, in front of the left fielder. We'll get a pinch runner coming in.
And since Burdett is in the game now, Matt, it won't be her.
It's going to be Amber Carpenter, the junior, coming in to run for Nicholson.
So 3 across here in the bottom of the second for Roane County. They lead it now 10-0 over Calhoun County. And again, the bats of the backups. Afton Wilson with a rip shot single. Burdett opposite field, 2 RBI double, and then an RBI double for Mahaley Nicholson.
That's going to bring Braylon Bowe up to the plate.
And Bo will get her first opportunity. She stepped in defensively in the top half of this inning and made the first put out. And again, the home plate umpire having to work extra. He's still getting paid the same. There will be no overtime.
You're paid by the job, not by the hour, so still you got to make sure you got everything straight here. He's checking over here with the visiting staff, making sure that all the substitutions have been accounted for both teams. And you know, when you get a carousel like this of trying to get some of these younger bodies and some of these, you know, less experienced players, get them some time early in the season.
One thing I'm enjoying right now during this breather is Abby Waldron, the pitcher, is really she's jarring it up with her teammates, and the bases umpire is laughing. Now Kevin Gaughan is laughing. I don't know what Waldron's saying. Now she's dancing.
She might just be trying to stay warm.
You got to have a good time out here no matter what's happening.
She's probably just trying to stay warm.
I hope Joe McDonald's got that little dance move out there for a highlight or an instant replay. Where's Katie Nutter for the zoom in?
Get a close up on the dance moves of Waldron out there.
I don't know what any of these dancers are called anymore. So, is that a Charleston? Is that an old version of the Charleston?
I think she was hitting a gritty there for a minute. That's a thing, right?
I don't know. Is there a stanky leg? Is that a thing still in this day and age?
Once upon a time it was. I don't know if it still is. I'd be showing our age a little bit, Drew.
That's why I said the Charleston. That was a 1920s dance. I'm not that old, but I'm not that young either. So we're still in a holding pattern as the home plate umpire is doing math, physics, algebra, pre-calculus. Lights are shining down here now at the Lick Fork Field. A beautiful night, although it is cold. At least the rain has held off so far. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Roane County, a 7-run first inning. And then here so far, the substitutes, Casto walked, followed by Wilson's single. And then the 2 RBI double by Lexi Burdett. Followed that up was Mahaley Nicholson, scoring Burdett from second with her double and an RBI. And now Braylon Bowe is ready to come to the plate. Maybe. Nope, she's heading back to the dugout. We are still in a holding pattern, and this is interesting. Now Waldron doing some kickboxing out there, maybe some Taibo. Remember that? Taibo, Billy Blanks? Okay.
She just hit the heel kick.
We are now absolutely, officially, unabashedly ready. Runner on second is the pinch runner for Mahaley Nicholson, Amber Carpenter. And at the plate, Braylon Bowe, the freshman. Here we go. First pitch from Waldron is upstairs for ball one. I'm not even going to say who's on deck at this point because it could be a new player. Each at bat. Here comes the 1-0 pitch over the head of Bowe, 2-0. Lady Raiders again scheduled tomorrow to play a doubleheader over at Ravenswood. Next pitch, ripped down the line, foul territory. Good reaction by third base coach Kevin Gaughan. It'll be a split doubleheader tomorrow. 2 o'clock is Roane County scheduled to play Kaiser, followed immediately by Roane County and Ravenswood at 4 or as soon as that other game ends.
It's Tucker County, right?
Tucker County. Why do I keep saying Kaiser? I've said that all day.
It's actually a bit of a round-robin thing tomorrow. Ravenswood and Tucker County will play at noon. Roane County and Tucker will play at 2.
Here's a pitch ripped down the line, drops in. Shallow left field. They're going to hold Carpenter. Now they're going to send Carpenter, and a great relay in for Calhoun County as they have got Carpenter at third. It was Hall out in left to Garrett at short, over to McCumbers at third, and they will get that lead runner. That was a tough play to make if you are a pinch runner, you had to hold to make sure the ball dropped. And when it did, you get the go-ahead go sign, and you're not really sure about yourself.
Yeah,
there.
you get kind of caught in no man's land there a little bit. You're trying to, you don't want to get thrown out trying to get back to second. So just a little bit of miscommunication between, your base coach and the base runner. But
For the first
still
out.
Still a nice hit, though.
Oh, a double for Bo, nonetheless. 7-6-5 put out. I like those. So we will have another pinch hitter for Roane County. It will be Elizabeth Greathouse, who traditionally is the pinch runner for Katie Young. So Greathouse will be coming to the plate. Roane County leading 10-0, bottom of the second inning with one out now. And Braylon Bowe out at second, and here we go again. Let's go ahead and get out our copy of War and Peace. I'll read the first 3 chapters for all of you. Again, War and Peace, what is that, 850 pages? We'll probably make it halfway through before we start again. Nope, here we go. Very quick sub that time. So Elizabeth Greathouse into the batter's box, swings at the first pitch. And you see these substitutions coming in. They are not wasting time swinging at pitches. 0-1 the count as Greathouse launches that one foul. 0-1 pitch. That one stays upstairs from Waldron.
Roane County now still with a 10-0 lead here in the second.
Well, that pitch gets away from the catcher, Dennison, and that will allow Bowe to advance to third. 2-1 the count to Greathouse. RBI opportunity for the youngster. Two-one pitch from Waldron. This one in fair territory. That will be able to score a run, and very quick down the line as Greathouse beats out the throw. An infield RBI single for Elizabeth Greathouse.
Great hustle down the line, showing the wheels. And this is why she's been pinch running. A lot of speed to burn there. Great hustle to outrun that one.
Number 9 hitter in the order. And Smelko looks on as this one low and away, gets away from Dennison. Greathouse scurries down to second base. 1-0 the count to Smelko. In the first inning, she got a base hit. I forgot to write it down, my bad. And scored. I feel bad about myself now. 11-0 the lead for Roane County, bottom of the second. Smelko rips this one right towards the shortstop, fielded, fired across, airmailed into the fence. That's going to send Greathouse around. Here comes the throw from first, not in time. And Smelko delivers. That one hit right at Garrett. She fielded it cleanly, Matt. And again, on the exchange to the hand, it looks like a double clutch, maybe cold. I'm not sure. And then that throw got away.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of just trying to rush it some and, trying to make a good throw. And, you just let that one sail on you a little bit.
First pitch to the top of the order in Harlan. That one misses low. And heading to second is Smelko. 12-0 Roane County. Now let's go over these rules again here that unless they've changed them between last year and this year, there is a 15-run rule. This shot ripped up the middle. That one's getting through as that will send Smelko all the way around. She's going to come in to score. And I think that one fooled even the center fielder, Lauren Lovejoy. And now the pitch the throw gets away from home plate. And the throw over to third as Harlan was heading over to third, just barely late by Dennison. That was a close play, especially as Harlan slid into that wet area.
She kind of stuck in the mud. Normally you would be able to extend a lot. She had to kind of double clutch at the end to get the foot on the bag.
So an RBI, and that's the third RBI of the game for Piper Harlan. She ends up all the way over at third after the initial single. Next pitch, this one gets away, but Harlan will stay at third. Carly Greathouse, 0 for 1 or 0 for 2 officially. She reached on an error her first plate appearance in the first and scored, then lined out to center field to end the inning. Next pitch ripped towards Garrett again. That takes a nasty hop, and you could see it from here, Matt. Just nothing you can do. That one hopped up at the last second over the glove.
Up over the glove, off the shoulder. That was, again, such a hard hit ball. It was going to be tough to make any kind of a play on it. But
so let's try to get to these rules. After 3 innings or 4 innings, it is a 15-run rule. After 5 innings, it's an 8-run rule. They took out the easiest one of all, the 10-run rule. I don't know when they did it, but we got caught a few times last year, Matt, questioning our own abilities. So unless something has changed from last year to this year, they took out the 10-run rule of all things.
And as soon as they take out that look-back rule, we'll be in business.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Casto back to the plate once again here. She led off the inning, walked on a 3-1 pitch, and scored on the 2 RBI double by Lexi Burdett. She is behind in the count now, 1-2. 14-0, Roane County with the lead. Next pitch chopped over the third base side. Waldron, look at the speed. Off of the rubber quickly, over to the third base side, and fires across for out number 2.
That's been a couple of times there that Waldron's shown the athletic ability, quick reaction, hopping on that ball quickly and making a nice throw. So
Afton Wilson back to the plate, ripped a single. The first plate appearance in this inning, ended up scoring again on Burdett's double.
So it was the second out of the ball game here, 14-0, Roane County on top.
Good pitch on the outside corner from Waldron.
That was a nice one. It started up high and just fell right into that outside corner. That was a really nice pitch.
Now back to the inside, and that hitter, it did. Just caught a piece of the elbow, and Afton Wilson, hit by a pitch, will head to first. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, and Lexi Burdett, who swung at the first pitch and ripped an oppo gap double, scoring 2 runs. First pitch of this at-bat missing upstairs, 1-0 the count. So if Roane County happened to plate Carly Greathouse at second, that's a 15-run advantage. They would only need get Calhoun out in the third. Here's the pitch, ripped over to the shortstop Garrett, though, closing the gap on that one and firing to third for out number 3. Roane County, though, strikes big again. 7 in the first, 7 more in the second. They lead it after 2, 14-0. After 2 complete innings of play here from Roane County High School's Lady Raider softball complex, Roane County leading Calhoun 14-0. 7 in the first for Roane County, 7 in the second on 6 hits and 1 error. And I tell you, it is just Roane County coming to swing the bats here today, Matt. It is not bad defense and not bad pitching. It is just really good Roane County offense, and that goes deep into the lineup now as we see the substitutes getting to the plate a couple of times in that inning and producing.
Yeah, just everybody up and down the order getting in on the action here this evening. And speaking of substitutions, we're going to have one defensively here. Elizabeth Greathouse coming in to play second base for Callie Williams.
Looking out into the outfield, all 3 outfielders still the same.
Yes,
so you still have Afton Wilson at first. Now Elizabeth Greathouse at second. Still Caden Steele at short. Still Braylon Bowe here in the order defensively at third, and still Lexi Burdett behind the plate. So we'll see hitters 7, 8, and 9 due up in the top of the third inning. Marley Hall, Lauren Schoolcraft, and Lauren Lovejoy ready to come to the plate against Nicholson. Pair of 1, 2, 3 innings defensively for Nicholson and the defense.
And you can hope for Roane County that continues to be the case here on top of this third inning.
So the right fielder, Marley Hall, checking into the right side of the batter's box. Here comes the first pitch, and again, swinging, healthy at pitches. I'm liking to see that out of this Calhoun team, Matt. Not afraid of any speed. They're checking in, and they're saying, I want to swing at good pitches, and they're going at them.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the aggressiveness at the plate.
Next offering from Nicholson, low and inside, 1-1 to Hall. 14-0 Roane County, top of the third inning. 1-1 pitch, and that one fooled Hall just a little bit. She went golfing with that one.
That one came in low, just around shin level. It's going to make tough to make any good contact on that one.
Nicholson digs in. The 1-2 pitch inside corner. Tremendous piece of hitting. Hall fights off that pitch. With 2 strikes, you have to protect the plate, and that is a difficult way to do it.
Yeah, with one coming in that fast up into the hands, it's going to be really hard to make contact. Yeah, like you said, just a great job to fight that pitch off and keep yourself alive.
And that will do it, though, as Nicholson goes away after the inside pitch, and that one gets Hall swinging for the 5th strikeout of the day for Nicholson. 1 out in the top of the third. That will bring first baseman Lauren Schoolcraft to the plate for the first time.
If Roane County gets out of this inning quickly, like you said, you've got that opportunity. That one went off the ankle.
Yeah, they will not get out of this inning quickly as Nicholson misses inside, and it hits right on the outside foot, right over near that ankle area of Schoolcraft. And, Matt, she is down.
Yeah, that did not feel good at all.
And again,
right off bone. Yeah. It's so cold. That ball, Nicholson's got such high velocity on her pitches that one's going to smart big time.
But the coach is going to get Schoolcraft up. And, as tough as it seems, sometimes the best thing to do is to get you to put some weight on that thing. But she said nope.
No,
she was lifting up the legs. She's like, you two are carrying me off this field. I'm not putting weight on that thing. Hopefully for the best there for Lauren Schoolcraft after that hit by pitch. So she'll have to get a pinch runner coming in here. And we'll wait to see the number.
It's going to be Lindsay Smith.
Okay, so Lindsay Smith will be the pinch runner, and we'll wait to see in the bottom of the third inning if Schoolcraft will be able to come back in defensively or if it will be a new first baseman for Calhoun County. So no 3-up, 3-down inning here in the third for Roane County defensively. 1 out, runner on first, and the center fielder, Lauren Lovejoy, coming to the batter's box. And hold on, Nelly. Here we go. Home plate umpire, got to get the changes put in.
Double checking with both dugouts to make sure everybody's on the same page again.
And at this point, not only can he not feel his fingers, he can't even feel feelings. He's so cold. So Lovejoy to the plate. Top of the order awaits for Calhoun County. First pitch, inside corner, called strike 1, painting the edge. 0-1 offering. Again, inside, outside is what she likes to do, Matt. Just a little too far for Nicholson on that second pitch.
Yeah, that one you're hoping you can get the hitter to chase after that one on the outside corner.
Next pitch hits the plate, and a nice little scoop by Burdett behind home plate, 2-1. We know she got her athletic ability from her mom's side. We know her dad, not the athlete. Check swing on the next offering. Did she go? No, she did not. 3-1 now to Lovejoy. I mean, Coach Burdett's a good guy, but 3-1 pitch right there for strike two. Full count now to Lovejoy. Roane County leading 14-0 here in the top of the third, sorry. Here comes the payoff pitch right down Main Street, and that one freezes Lovejoy for the 6th strikeout of the game for Mahaley Nicholson, top of the order now. And again, Dennison, who came in to play defense after Westfall was hit swinging the bat, her first plate appearance. So Dennison at the plate. First pitch low and inside.
Yeah, Westfall took one off the fingertip, trying to check swing.
Next pitch low and inside. That one gets away from Burdett. That will allow the runner to advance into scoring position. Schoolcraft's pinch runner. Again, I missed that. Number 3, who is that again?
Lindsey Smith.
Thank you. So runner in scoring position for the first time here for Calhoun County. And the 2-0 pitch. That one finds the outside corner. Strike one. For Roane County, if they are able to get out of this inning with no damage, they'll need 1 run. It'll be Mahaley Nicholson at the plate to begin the bottom of the third. Next pitch, late swing, strike 2. I agree with Dennison there. High heat. You know my issues. Can't hit it, can't lay off it. Never could. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And Burdett comes out of the crouch to confirm the strikeout. 7 Ks on the night for Nicholson. And Roane County able to blank Calhoun after 3. To the bottom of the third we go. Roane County needs 1 to win it here tonight. See if they can get it after this. Okay. And we welcome you back to Roane County High School Softball Complex. We move to the bottom of the third inning. Roane County leading Calhoun County 14-0. Just 1 base runner aboard off of a hit by pitch in the top half of the third, but no damage done, no runs, no hits, no errors. So to the bottom of the third we go. Roane County a chance to win it here in the bottom of the third. They need 1 run to make it a 15-run rule. We'll have some more substitutions here. Ashlyn Boak defensively for Calhoun County coming into play out in right field for Marley Hall. And I know, Matt, you were listening in.
Marley Hall's going to come in to play first for Schoolcraft, who got hit by that pitch. And then we're going to have
got a new catcher coming in.
Amber Carpenter coming in to bat for Nicholson.
So we'll have a new catcher as well, which means if that is Lovejoy, we'll have a new center fielder. That is Lauren Lovejoy coming in to catch now. And so we've got a new center fielder, and they so far out there I'm useless. I wonder if Katie Nutter can get a close-up on the number of the center fielder. See how I ask and she receives? So Nicholson will not bat. It will be Amber Carpenter. Did we get a number there, Joe? Oh, the fence got it. Well, I appreciate the effort over there, Katie. So we've got some substitutions here for both sides, and we know what that means. The War and Peace second half will be out and ready to go, as the home plate umpire is just like, listen, I came here to ump. I didn't come here to scribe as a clerk. Joe McDonald is going to walk down, and he's going to run over and see if he can see who the center fielder is. You know, we probably could have just yelled into the Calhoun.
Yeah, probably.
dugout.
I'm sure they wouldn't have minded it.
Well, Joe's probably cold too up here. He's the one running the he's running the laptop for us. So we will be ready to play softball once again, probably by midnight. Again, Roane County will have a doubleheader tomorrow.
I think
weather
that might
permitting.
be. I think it might be Denison. Yeah, that's Denison moving from catcher out to center.
Okay.
I thought I had it when she turned around. I could see the back of her shirt.
I have no idea how you can see that far. 14-0.
Wearing my glasses, Drew. You should check into them.
Don't start with me. Here we go. Bottom of the third, Roane County 14-0. Amber Carpenter, we know, for Roane County is in the right batter's box. Roane County in action tomorrow, weather permitting. Doubleheader at Ravenswood, Tucker County, and Ravenswood. And the first pitch from Waldron in there for strike one. See if Carpenter can produce like the rest who have come in to bat. Waldron missing low on that one. 1-1 the count. Raider boys will be in action tomorrow as well, weather permitting, over at Herbert Hoover High School. Well, the former high school. As they have a 1 p.m. single game with the Huskies. Foul tip on that pitch. 1-2 to Carpenter. Waldron rocks and fires inside. And Carpenter just barely gets out of the way. I thought one of the pigtails got hit. Does that count?
It should. It's an extension of the body, right?
That's true. 2-2 the count. Next pitch just missing upstairs. Full count now to Carpenter.
And just a cold, breezy evening. We've seen that flag out there in right field. It's been blowing hard to the right, hard to the left, hard out. It's everywhere. Wind just whipping as Carpenter takes the ball 4.
And the payoff pitch missing low, so a runner on first. That represents the potential winning run here in the bottom of the third for Roane County as they lead it by 14. Stepping in is Bo for the second time tonight. And all Bo did was rip a double and score a run in that second inning. First pitch high, 1-0 the count. This one finds the mark, jamming Bo, pops it up in the infield, and the shortstop Garrett over to make the grab.
Tough one. She just got under it a little bit. You know, if she gets hold of that one clean, it's probably going to be one of those gap shots out in left center. But
So Elizabeth Greathouse, second plate appearance. She singled and had an RBI, scored a run in the second. First pitch, backing Greathouse off. They're going to send the runner Carpenter down. The throw for Lovejoy from the knees, misses, and here comes Carpenter over to third. And that makes it very interesting for Roane County now, as the potential winning run is very close now to scoring.
it's just the benefit of being aggressive on the base paths, and probably didn't expect Carpenter was going to take off on that one. And lo and behold, she ends up at third. Game-winning run in position.
2-0 the count now to Greathouse. She has a chance to win it here. 2-0 pitch missing inside. Uh-oh, here comes Carpenter. Lovejoy back. Carpenter sliding in, and there it is. As Carpenter slides in just in front of the throw. And Roane County is going to win it on a pass ball. Waldron over there, I think, may have took a spike from Carpenter as she was trying to protect the plate. And you hate to see that to finish up a ball game as Carpenter sliding into the leg or just in onto the lower part of the foot there. Nevertheless, Roane County will win it here in 3 shortened innings. Roane County with 7 in the first, 7 in the second, and here in the bottom of the third, it was a walk to Carpenter. A wild pitch made her way to second to throw out to the outfield, got her to third, and then a wild pitch sent Carpenter home to score the winning run. 15-0, your final score. We'll take a break for our sponsors, come back, recap the ball game, give you some statistics, and your Willard G. Starcher players of the game after this. Okay, George.
Oh,
Ready when you are, sir?
I appreciate it. We enjoy it.
No worries.
Huh? Didn't hear you. I haven't looked at it yet.
And we welcome you back to the Lady Raider softball complex. A short one here tonight. Cross-County Little Canal Conference rivalry between Roane County and Calhoun County. Tonight's night was the Lady Raiders as they win it in 3-15-0. Roane County got things going quickly with a 1-2-3, three-strikeout top of the first for Mahaley Nicholson, part of a 7-strikeout day for her. And Roane County in the bottom of the first inning put up 7 runs on 4 hits, a pair of errors defensively for Calhoun County, and just 1 batter left on base. We talked about the struggles last night for Roane County with 8 left on base in that one. To the top of the second we go. It was 1-2-3 again for Roane County defensively. A pop fly out, a strikeout, and a ground out for the 1-2-3. Roane County comes to the plate in the bottom of the second, plates 7 more runs, this time on 6 hits. Just 1 error defensively for Calhoun County, and 2 Lady Raiders left on base. And 3 more strikeouts in the top of the third for Mahaley Nicholson. Just 1 hit batter in between that. And Nicholson retires all but 1 batter immediately in the top of the third. Roane County needed 1 run going into the bottom of the third inning. A walk to Carpenter, and then a throw down to second got away. Carpenter moves to third, and then a wild pitch 1 pitch later sent Carpenter home to score the winning run in this one. So 1 run, no hits, 2 errors in the bottom of the third defensively, and nobody left on base. For Roane County, 15 runs on 10 hits, 5 errors for Calhoun County, and 3 left on base for Calhoun County. All zeros except for the hit batter. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and just 1 left on base in this one. And for Abby Waldron, it was a tough day. Just Roane County swinging the bats well here today. Nothing that Waldron did poorly. It's just Roane County came to battle with the bats here tonight. So not a bad outing for Waldron. Just came up against some lively bats here tonight. So, Matt, you look at this, and I want to say this. I remember going over to Calhoun last year, and I know they were struggling last year. They had a really good senior pitcher, and you wondered how they would do this year, losing that 1 senior. And what I watched here tonight was a much improved Calhoun County team. I thought their defense was better. I thought they swung the bats better than they even did last year. So I think, as you mentioned midway through this one, there's a lot of excitement there. There's a lot of numbers there. There's some youth on this team, and there's obviously been a lot of work put in the offseason from some of these girls, majority of these girls, to make them a better team. They're just a couple of years, I think, away from being a very productive and a very good team.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that, Drew. I mean, like I said, last year after the substitution, of the starting pitcher, the senior, when she went out, that's when things kind of went a little bit of awry for the Red Devil team, and I agree, much improved. You saw, a lot better reaction on defense. A better timing, but offensively, I mean, they struggled to keep up with the speed of Nicholson. I mean, her pitches were much more on point today than what we saw last night. Had a lot better control. Overall, though, I mean, like I said, numbers go a long way. I mean, just to have bodies out there. And they needed every one of them, did Calhoun tonight. And unfortunate with Westfall, who I believe is probably one of the best players on that team. Very solid behind the plate. You lose her out
right
of the
off the
lineup
bat.
right off the bat on the first pitch, and that's unfortunate. Then you had issues with Schoolcraft going down with that, getting hit in the ankle, and then Waldron taking a spike right there at the end. So, it's a good thing to have depth now. Unfortunately, because if not, you might be looking at some games coming up that you're going to have to forfeit if those ladies can't bounce back. But, overall, I think a very spirited effort, considering conditions as well. It's if I think the field conditions and the just the overall temperature was a little bit better, I think that would have translated to a little bit cleaner effort by the Red Devils. You saw a couple of those transitions trying to get it out of the glove hand into a freezing cold throwing hand. That's going to be tough for anybody to do. And I think this was a good bounce back game for Roane County as well after that disappointment last night.
For Calhoun County individually, Abby Waldron takes the loss, 3 innings of work. She gave up 15 runs. 12 of those were earned runs, 10 hits, on the day for Waldron. She did not strike out a batter, but she did only walk 2 batters here tonight. For Mahaley Nicholson, her counterpart, perfect today other than the hit by pitch. 3 innings of work, no hits, no runs, so the no-hitter in 3 innings, 7 strikeouts and no walks for Mahaley Nicholson. Offensively, struggling today, obviously, was Calhoun. Madison Westfall went 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Her substitute 0 for 1 for a strikeout. Jordan Hall 0 for 1. Carly Garrett 0 for 1. Abby Waldron 0 for 1 with a pop out. Chelsea McCumbers 0 for 1. Summer Parsons 0 for 1 with a ground out. Marley Hall 0 for 1. And then Lauren Schoolcraft officially 0 for 0 as she was hit by a pitch. And then Lauren Lovejoy 0 for 1. Just a tough outing for the Red Devils. For Roane County, Piper Harlan got right back on track after that tough night last night. 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a double, and a run scored. Carly Greathouse 0 for 3. Reached twice, though, on errors and a run scored. Caden Steele 0 for 1 with a run scored. Her substitute, Casto, 0 for 1 with a run scored. Lacey Mitchell went 0 for 0. She had 1 plate appearance, walked and scored a run. Afton Wilson got in twice, 1 for 1 with a run, and she was hit by a pitch. Katie Young goes 1 for 1 with a pair of RBIs in her 1 plate appearance. She scored a run. Lexi Burdett's a big 2 RBI double in this one. She was 1 for 2 with a run scored as well. Mahaley Nicholson, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. And then Carpenter stepped in. She was 0 for 0, but she did the big thing. She walked and ended up scoring the winning run. Michaela Boatwright 0 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. And Braylon Bowe 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Callie Williams 0 for 1 in her plate appearance with a batter interference. And then she gave way to Elizabeth Greathouse, who was 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. Fair Smelko 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. 15-0 your final score in 3. Roane County improves to 3-1 on the season. Calhoun still looking for that first elusive victory. We'll take one final break for Willett C. Starcher Auto Parts. When we come back, we'll dish out 4 Player of the Game awards. Good luck to you, Matt, after this. Lovejoy had a big play out in center, coming in on that rip shot. And we welcome you back to the Lady Raiders softball complex. Wrapping things up here this evening, Lady Raiders over the Lady Red Devils of Calhoun County 15-0 in 3 shortened innings. Roane County now 3-1 on the season. Calhoun still in search of win number 1 on the season. Time now for Matt White to get busy. He's got 2 to give out, 1 for Calhoun on their side, offense and defense, and 1 for Roane County, offense and defense.
First off, for the Red Devils, in a game where it's tough to, the base runners were tough to come by. It's got to be Lauren Schoolcraft, represented the only base runner for the game for the Red Devils. And then defensively, Lauren Lovejoy out there in center made a really nice play coming in on one, taking in the pop fly, and also came in to play some catcher there at the end of the game, so showing the versatility on the defensive side. So for the Red Devils, Lauren Schoolcraft and Lauren Lovejoy are Willard C. Star Sharp Arts players of the game. And for the Raiders, in a game when you put up 15 on the board, it's, tough to, you don't want to leave somebody out.
There's a lot of offense.
There's a lot of offense there in the game, and it was spread out. Everybody really chipping in on that one. The backups coming in and getting some plays. But I would say Piper Harlan offensively, 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a double, and a run scored. And, you could also go with Nicholson as well, 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored offensively for the Raiders. Defensively, though, it's got to be Nicholson. 3 innings pitched, no earned runs, 7 Ks out of the 10 batters faced, 1 hit by pitch. You're pretty much 1 pitch away from a perfect game.
Yeah.
So congratulations to those two for Roane County, Piper Harlan and Mahaley Nicholson, the Roane County Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts players of the game.
And that'll do it for us here tonight as the tarp is back on. We're going to get some rain already coming down here. We'll be back in action tomorrow afternoon, weather permitting. Could be some snow on the ground over in Ravenswood, West Virginia. 2 p.m. is the scheduled start time for the doubleheader for Roane County Lady Raider softball against Tucker County, and then the following after that will be Roane County Ravenswood. That'll do it for us here tonight. Glad you could join us on WVRC 104.7 FM, WVRCFM.com, and everyone tuning in live on Facebook. Glad you all could join us. For our entire broadcast crew, George Allen, our studio technician back at WVRC Control, Katie Nutter, our camera person, Joe McDonald again coming back here from A&M Digital Technologies to help us with graphics, instant replay, and scoring. Matt White, my color commentator. I'm Andrew Miller. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Anomaly.